What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another Hasbro Vintage Collection market update. A couple of channel housekeeping notes. First, I want to say thank you to my latest Patreon supporter, Bricks in Review. Thank you so much for joining the team. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters for allowing me to make more and better videos. Second, I have the winner of the Luke Retro Collection Snowspeeder. That winner was Scott Terry Comedy. Congratulations to Scott. I've already dropped that in the mail, so you can expect that over the next few days. And I'm going to go ahead and launch right into another giveaway. And this one is Vidane, the Vintage Collection Vidane from the Skiff Guard 3-pack. This is VC 152. It's in really nice condition, probably 85 plus condition. And I'll ship this anywhere in the world. The same rules apply. Just be a subscriber, number one. That's the most important thing. I have had winners in the past that are not subscribers. So make sure you are a subscriber, like this video, and then comment below. And you're automatically entered to win this Vidane VC 152. It's in really great shape overall. So I'll ship it in the star case anywhere in the world to the winner. And I'll announce the winner for that next week. I've got a ton of awesome Vintage Collection items, as you can already see on the screen. We've got some pretty epic ones, all the way some modern stuff from VC 2.0. Got some VC 1.0, some more Ahsoka data. So let's go ahead and dig right in. Shout out to Todd B over on Instagram. Todd and I chat occasionally, and he pointed this one out to me, which I had not seen. And this one was one that I have. This is the Miscard Mandalorian on the General Lando Calrissian card back, or as I call him, General Mando Calorian. So this is one I've got graded. This one showed up on eBay. I didn't see it, but Todd was kind enough to point it out to me. It was listed for $1,500, which is what it sold for. Another buddy of mine named Ben Y, shout out to him as well. He talked the seller down to around $850, he told me. And before he could decide whether to buy it or not, this thing sold at full price. So it sold for $1,500 plus shipping. That's a big number. But I'll be honest, I have had offers for mine, my CAS graded example, for much higher than that. So I'm not terribly surprised that this sold at the price it did. This had an archival case and was graded 8.5 on the modern AFA grading scale. Mine is a CAS 90 with 3-tier grading, but a really nice item. And I've only, like I've mentioned in past videos, I've only seen, I think, 4 others like this, and this is probably one of them. He just, had it in, either got it on eBay or he got it in a sealed case and then got it graded and then resold it. So $1,500 is the new number there for a graded Miscard, and I thought that was an interesting data point. So thank you again to Todd and Ben for the market data information. Another graded TVC. This is the rocket firing Boba Fett mail away. This was graded U90, but I question whether that's really a U90. When you zoom in here, you can see it's got quite a bit of bend to the card at the bottom of the card. And I'll be honest with you, I've sent in some stuff to AFA that has had a lot of bend to the card, and it still would get a 90 grade or a 9.0 on the modern scale. But as you can see in the back here, it did have quite a bit of bend to it. And, that's natural, just it happens inside those white mailer boxes. But it did not stop people from bidding. It had 49 bids, and it sold for $640 plus shipping. So that's a big number. With taxes, for me, that would have been, over $700, $720. So that's a big number for a U90, but a beautiful item overall. But my personal tip is that I would hold out if I'm going to spend that kind of money. I would hold out for one that has a nice straight flat card and has been graded. But I'm not disparaging the item. It's certainly beautiful, but that's just my personal opinion. Another Boba Fett was a foil. I had this one on my watch list, but it just didn't work out with my money timing-wise. This one looked like it was in fantastic condition for one of these foil Ultimate Galactic Hunt. I really want one of these foil Boba Fetts with the Boba Fett offer sticker. It just looks so cool together. And that one was listed for $250 and sold within a few days of maybe a week or so of being listed. So that was on my watch list, but I just couldn't make it happen. But I thought that was honestly, where everything else is selling, it's probably about right. Another Boba Fett. This one, we're going back to the factory errors now. This one is another one of those no Wookiee braid, missing accessory VC 186 Boba Fetts. So no Wookiee braid and no chest sensor. So it was kind of a double error, so to speak. And that one sold for $332. I didn't look that closely at the condition, but it looked pretty good overall. And, the photos weren't great, but it looked, 85 plus or 90 great condition. So that one had 18 bids, sold for $332 with free shipping. So a little bit less than the last couple that I believe that have sold. There's one that sold, I think, at $400 plus in a previous market update video, but another data point. And given that it also did not have the chest sensor, I thought that was a really cool item. We got Jango Fett, another Jango Fett data point. This one sold for big money. This was the U.S. card, unpunched. Overall, really great condition. It had just some minor wear here and there, but it looked to be a good solid 85 plus or 90 grade. I'm zooming in on the photos as I talk to you. This one had just one little tiny nick in the bottom left-hand corner where it's kind of peeled back a little bit, but give me a break. It's a beautiful VC34. That one sold for $321. So that to me, I haven't seen any VC34 Jango Fetts. I've seen a few ungraded, graded, AFA graded sell for higher than that, but ungraded, that's the highest I've seen for a Jango Fett. So I just picked up an unpunched Canadian version, but this one sold a little bit higher than what I paid. I got a couple of General Grievouses. This was some interesting data points. This one was a punched regular card Grievous with the Boba Fett offer, and it looked to be in pretty darn good shape, but probably an 85 plus kind of condition. And that one sold for $142.50 VC17. This one's not that hard to find unpunched. I mean, it's not super common like some others, but I have seen a number of unpunched examples go for quite a bit more than that. So I think that was probably a pretty fair number. And then there was also a foil example that was in really good shape, as you can see in the photos here. It again, very, very good shape overall, just some minor edge wear. And that one sold for $161.50 plus shipping. So 2 data points there for the regular as well as the foil Ultimate Galactic Hunt version of General Grievous. A couple other 1.0s that popped up. VC12, this was punched. You don't see this one unpunched too much. And this was Darth Sidious with the Boba Fett offer. That one sold for $100 even plus $10 shipping. So another data point there. I love that face on Darth Sidious. Really great. Another punched example. This is Clone Commander Cody, VC19. This one also had the Boba Fett offer and sold for $177.50. So that's a big number, in my opinion, for a punched example, but overall in really great shape. I'm just trying to provide you guys some data points on some early VC 1.0, although I do have some later ones, later issues here. But there were a number of Ahsokas that sold over the past week, and I pulled all of them to my knowledge. I might have missed a couple of them, but this one was an unpunched U.S. card in really great shape, and that one sold for $456 with free shipping. So not terrible given where I've seen some of them go. You can see at the very top, a little bit to the left of the warning sticker, there was some damage there, but very slight, and probably 85 plus condition, I'd say. 85, my guess. Another example that was in better shape. This one was also unpunched, another U.S. card, but a little bit closer to, super near mint plus condition. Really great shape. That one sold for $540 plus shipping, so a little bit higher. So that was $456 for the other one. That was just slight wear. One that was just in slightly better condition sold for $540. And then a punched Canadian example like mine that I have now graded, that one sold for $420 with 13 bids. That was at auction with free shipping. I thought that was actually not a bad price, honestly, given where some of these are selling. And that one was in good, solid 85 plus condition. Very slight wear around the hang tab, but I thought that was a really good deal. I mean, to me, when the Canadian to American ratio for these early VC 1.0 figures is, 1 Canadian to every 10 US. I know it's punched versus unpunched, but I've only seen 2 unpunched examples of the Canadian Ahsoka, so they're just not very plentiful out there. But I thought $420 was a pretty good price for the Canadian Ahsoka. A few others. We got VC98, Grand Moff Tarkin And I feel better and better about the deal I got. I got this exact item, uncirculated 90 grade through AFA, and I bought it for about $100 graded already. And I knew that was underpriced when I bought it, but this one was unpunched. Really beautiful example. That one sold for $167.50 just a couple days, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. But $167.50 plus shipping. So I feel a lot better about that purchase. I guess that was earlier this year. And then yet another Ayla Sakura. This was another one that was in really great shape overall. That one sold for $126.99. So they've all been selling. All the Ayla Sakuras have been selling kind of in that, let's call it 125 range, a little, maybe a little higher here and there, but that was about market, I think. And then we've got a few Shea Vizslas again. This is a figure that I'm really tracking closely. So selfishly, she appears in a lot of the videos because this is what I'm trying to pick up before the end of the year. But it seems like every time one pops up, and they seem to pop up a lot lately, I've already kind of spent my money for the month. So I haven't been able to get one yet. But this one was a really nice unpunched example with the Darth Maul offer. That one sold for $265 plus shipping. And that one was at auction. Another one, this one was not at auction. This one was a buy it now. This one sold for $380 and was in really excellent condition. Probably of the three that I'm showing you, probably the best of the bunch. Probably a 90 grade or at a minimum 85 plus grade. That one sold for $380 plus shipping. So really high number there. More comfortable than I was comfortable spending. I'm willing to go up to 300, 325 ish. So I think that's doable given all the data points we've had. And then I can't remember if I showed this or not in a previous video. I may have, I may not, but this is just another data point. This was graded AFA 8.0. I believe I might have shown this, but I thought I'd throw it in again just so you can compare the three. But this one was already graded, but admittedly a little bit lower grade than these other two. And that one sold for $316 plus shipping. So, $260, let's call it on the low end for a really good example, $265 all the way up to $380. So the prices are still kind of all over the map for Shea Vizsla, and you just got to be careful, when you're bidding against other people. This one sold with 31 bids, so it was in pretty high demand for a graded 8.0 Shea Vizsla. One other recent 2.0 that I've been tracking, and this one came in a little bit lower than expected. The photos weren't great, but based on what I could tell, it looked to be in solid 85 condition. It had some edge wear at the top above the age. And then on the far right side, it had some light edge wear, but a really nice example of the Luke Skywalker crate. And that one sold a little bit less than where they've been selling. It sold at $61 plus shipping. I've seen it as high as $80, $85. So not a bad price for that one. And then finally, we have VC20 Yoda. This is just on the standard Revenge of the Sith card, not the Canadian example that goes for crazy money. But even this one now has creeped up in price. You used to be able to get this one for, let's call it, 85 to 90 bucks, but it's been consistently selling over $100 now for a really nice unpunched example. So that's all I really had for this video. As a reminder, make sure to be a subscriber, like this video, and then comment below, and you are automatically entered to win VC52, the Skiff Guard from the Skiff Guard 3-pack from last year. And I will announce the winner for that next week. Thank you again for watching. And please be sure to stick around for some more videos coming soon. I've got another market update coming soon on the vintage Kenner line. I've got some really nice data points there. So I'll be back soon, and thank you again for watching.